Hey and welcome, I'm Hammy and this is a look at the Overwatch 2 Season 3 Battle Pass. Now, timecodes are in the description below if you want to skip to various key bits, key skins and things. I'll be chatting through what is in here, thoughts on it, a little bit about the lore and real-life cultural references behind some of these. I'll be doing a lore video on some of the skins specifically. Keep an eye out for that in the coming days. Now, just a quick mention as to why this is my first one of these since Overwatch 2 released. I did have some challenges. I wasn't massively happy with some of the pieces of monetization, the way in which Overwatch 2 monetized. I'll chat about this more at the end of the video, but just so you know, I would like to do this now. I feel that the Battle Pass, with bringing back credits and with what Blizzard are doing, are moving in the right direction. So I feel more comfortable giving this a go and sharing my thoughts around it at this point in time. But more on that later. So we will jump straight into the Battle Pass. First skin first, we have, I can't remember the pronunciation, Chassa. Now, this Reaper skin, pretty cool, and this is actually it's a mythology themed battle pass, and this is Korean inspired, I do believe. There is a Korean sort of like mythological kind of story about effectively the Korean Reaper, and he effectively is sent sent by a king. There's a couple go to a king in the Korean myth and say, our three children have died. Now, unbeknownst to everyone at this time, the couple killed three princes from a neighboring kingdom who happened to come into their house. And after that, these three princes were sort of spiritually transferred into lotus blossoms, which this couple or the wife ate, and they then became the wife's children, who then died early. So the wife came to a king and asked, right, can you send someone to go to, the god of the dead? I want to know what happened to my three kids. Why were they taken from me? And the king summons all of his ministers to him the next day, and one of them is a chap called Gangnim. Now, Gangnim had been attending a celebration with his 18th mother-in-law, would you believe it? Or so one of the stories says, of his 18th concubine outside of his official wife. So make of that what you will. So obviously Gangnim, turning up last, hungover, slightly drunk, was chosen for this task. Without plagiarizing or going into my lore video too much, Gangnim, it's like a hero epic, a hero quest. He goes through a whole bunch of tasks, trials, a journey to the underworld, as it were, kicks Death's ass, locks him up in chains, kind of annoys quite a few people in the underworld, I'll be honest with you, and then accidentally finds himself back home, told on by his neighbor when he realized that, the 3 days that he thought he was away were 3 years in actual life. And Death actually comes out of the underworld, sorts everything out. The couple get their just desserts when they find out that the princes from another kingdom they'd killed are actually the children that they lost. So they get their just desserts, they get turned into flies or some such. And then Death kind of gives the king a choice. He said, right, you've caused me all this trouble. I want Gangnim. And the king says, no, you can't have him. And Death says, right, well, okay, you can keep his soul or his body. And either people didn't know about souls at the time, or the king says, oh, I'll choose his body. And then Death says, fine, the body falls over without a soul in it, and Gangnim effectively becomes the Grim Reaper. So as far as I understand it, this TLDR is a Korean themed Reaper. So very, very cool. A couple of different versions of that story. I'll go through it a bit more in the lore video that I'm going to be doing, Lore of the Skins. We'll get that series going in. So credits, as I said, these are good. I believe you can, and a chunk of season, and they'll be equivalent to a legendary skin, and old legendary skins from pre-Overwatch 2 are being bought back and purchasable with these credits. So these credits, Overwatch credits, are on the free track. There are premium, pieces available too in the premium track, but there are enough credits apparently on the free tracks that you can get if, and of course this is an if, you play through a season and you play a chunk, you can basically earn towards buying older legendary skins from before Overwatch 2 is a thing. So, am I a fan of everything to do with this monetization? No, categorically not. Heroes 2. Do I think this is a step in the right direction? Yes. And that, therefore, is why I'm here talking to you in this way about battle passes right now.
My beard is older than you are.
Okay, Torb. I'm a fan of Night and Day. That's cool. Obviously, this is Amaterasu themed mythic Kiriko, which we'll get onto later. She's got some super cool lore behind her. This is Chasa. Now, in the Korean story, I believe, Gangnim, our protagonist, is given. He asks his 18 concubines and wife for help. Only 2 of them decide to help him. I believe maybe either this is him being the Grim Reaper and reading lists of those who need to be reaped. He's one of the 2 items he's given by his 18 concubines. Well, the 2 actually decide to help him. Is a piece of paper with red ink on. So it could be that, or it could be his list of the dead, I do believe. There you go. We have black metal, pretty cool. That's to go with the Junker Queen skin. Constellation. This is Galactic Sigma, by the way, an epic skin popping up later. Very cool. It's him having a little Starfield.
Tell me a story, and make it a good one.
Good stuff, Junker Queen. We've got Deluxe Baptiste. That's an epic. Yep, free tier. Like, you know, it's a recolor. But, you know, he is looking quite plush there with some of the textures on him, so looking good. Shasa, player icon, Wooden Frog, very, very cool. I do like this Mercy one, by the way, Triage. She's like looking very concerned, but it's probably because the tablets in game have Hearthstone on. So she's looking very concerned and going, yes, yes, playing Hearthstone. I think you can even hear the music in the background there. We're on to you, Mercy. We're on to you. We know what you're doing. You're playing Hearthstone. The cheek. Okay, a handprint. Well, a penguin. That's to go with, obviously, Antarctic Peninsula, the new map out with Season 3. Control. Give it a go. It's good fun. I've done a lore tour of it if you want all of the lore and speculation. I did miss a reference to the thing in that video to do with an axe. So you can check that out on the channel. I'll link it in the description below.
What reason have you to fear? What reason have you to fear me?
Spooky Moira. We get our, of course, little metal Junker Queen there as well. So an Invisible Man skin there, a legendary for Cassidy. Very interesting. I think that's cool. Premium, yes, worth a legendary. Yeah, it's an odd one, isn't it? You just totally invis his head. I wonder. I mean, you can see where the headshot hitbox is to shoot it. I wonder how people are going to feel about shooting at him. I think it's fair enough. I think you can still see him. You can still see the invisible guy. Rocket. Well, self-explanatory. Very, very Junker Queen themed. Oh, Snow Angel. That's cool for me. Man, Snowball having some fun. Oh, that's taking me in. Yeah, that's an Invisible Man player icon. Shinwi. This is it's like part of sort of Korean. Also, kind of like there's Chinese versions of this as well. This is kind of sort of paying respect to your ancestors. And the specific tablet, I think, is Shinwi, as opposed to anything else. Woodcraft, very cool.
I've always had a gift for fire.
Now that goes in quite well with Junkrat's skin, which we'll chat about in a sec. And they got a Shasa hat there. We've got Folklorica for Sombra, kind of just like a folk themed skin, which I think is pretty cool. Very, very colourful. I mean, it's epic, but I really like the styling on this one. It's real bright. Demon Queen. I think this is actually like sort of Southeast Asian stuff. Like I think this is like Balinese. You know, it's a little bit further southeast than the usual area. So if so, this is pretty cool, and I need to double check this out for skin lore.
Who'd have thought that strontium and barium, properly oxidized, could make the night sky so beautiful?
It's a very long fireworks reference. Winston. Properly oxidized. Metal guitar. Okay, fair enough. Not a huge fan of souvenirs personally myself. I never see people use them. But hey, some people probably like to be in with some mates. This Bajio is it's like a plantain fan. Now this is to do with Journey to the West and the Junkrat skin, which we'll talk about in a bit. But this is the fan that Junkrat's character Red Boy uses to, like, you know, incite his very hot burning, very, very dangerous fire.
Who wants to be immortal?
Oh, that's very Baptiste. Hide and peek. Get it? Hide and peek. Ha! Well, Bastian finds my joke funny. That's what I'm telling myself. Demon Queen Moira. This is very cool. I think this is like Balinese Demon Queen in terms of like the theme of this mask. It like fits. If I've had a little bit of a search, need to double check. I like it. It's pretty cool. Like it's certainly quite a restyling of Moira. Kind of fits as well with the sort of effects coming out of the eyes. Yeah, I like this one. Probably not my favourite of them, but something a bit different. Skull and Wings, fair enough. Very Junker Queen. We got a Demon Queen.
I'm obviously the most precious.
Okay. Folkloric icon. We got a Demon Queen mask as well. We got Galactic. So you got your bunch of your sprays and your icons. Oh, Justice Reloaded. Oh, okay, interesting. So we've Farah does like throwing things around. You know, we've had a few examples of Farah doing this kind of stuff in her remote. I mean, it's cool. Very cocky Farah pose there as well. Epic here, Tactical Zarya. Again, sort of some recoloring, but a few sort of, you know, alternative bits in terms of like an arm sleeve and things like that. Yeah, cool. Again, like not 100% sure why that one's on premium. Like personal taste, it's sort of more subtle skin. You know, obviously skins can't all be super garish. There you go. Hong Haya. I'll talk about him more when we come to the Junkrat skin as well, so pretty psyched for him. I do love my my Journey to the West. And of course, there's other Journey to the West skins too as well. Paying respects, Genji sure is. Okay, Moving Mountains in Mandarin. Inextinguishable. Yep, this is again a Hong Haya one as well. Again, the plantain fan stirring the unquenchable flames. Okay, got Invisible Man again.
I'm feeling divine.
Yeah, fits, you know. Well, for a free one, you know, free track fits with the God theme, or the myth and legend theme. Okay, Hong Haya. Right, so I know this guy is like Red Boy. Okay, so this is a Journey to the West reference. Now, if you've seen the Zenyatta skin, if you've seen the Roadhog skin, if you have seen the Winston skin, I believe it is for Monkey, and who's the other one? My Brain. We've got Roadhog, who's Pig, who's Friar Sand. I think it's Reinhardt. Yeah, I think it's a Reinhardt skin. So we already have like 4 Journey to the West skins, which when they first released, I actually got a video on them, so I'll link it in the description. You can check it out, talking about the full story behind those skins many years ago when we first had our Lunar New Year. But this is Red Boy. So in the Journey to the West, if you don't know it, it's basically I think it's 16th century or so Chinese epic detailing the journey of the Tang priest, a Buddhist monk, to the Western prefectures to bring back the correct full set of Buddhist scriptures, effectively. He has 3 gods, so Friar Sand, Pig, and also Monkey, the Monkey King, who many people know in a wider context, who are sort of with him to guard him, as well as a dragon turned into a horse, to sort of make up for their various misdemeanors, transgressions, and sins, and generally bad behavior. Now, on the way, they have a few different, obviously, problems, trials, tribulations. You know, all of the characters learn about themselves. They team together and sort stuff out. One of the ones they come across as a challenge is Red Boy. Now, Red Boy is the, oh, come on, brain. He is the son, although a very independent son, of Princess Iron Fan, and I think the Bull Demon King. They're kind of let's say they're sort of an evil villain power couple in the Journey to the West scriptures. But yeah, he's their very independent young rogue son of this already quite bad couple, who I think Monkey and the gang fight in some other chapters, as it were. So he does. He's in some places he's depicted as running around on sort of you know, wheels of fire underneath his feet, not like Nezar, who's a separate character, but. Yeah, Hong Haya, like Red Boy, he also creates this unquenchable fire. Monkey goes to, I think, one of the dragons of the ocean to try and get water to put out this fire because it's such a problem as they're fighting. He throws the water in the fire, the flames just stoke higher and higher, and eventually, as often happens in the Journey to the West when Monkey has some problems. He goes to the Bodhisattva Guanyin, a goddess who often steps in to try and help him. She's actually the one who originally, I think, bound Monkey to service of the Tang priest. She said, right, okay, you're going to offend for your troubles. We'll put you under control. She sort of controls and binds Monkey so that he can't misbehave. There's a command word that makes his headband shrink and various things so that the Tang priest can control Monkey. So yeah, the Bodhisattva Guanyin, integral to the journey. Long story short, she puts Red Boy in his place and Red Boy becomes her sort of forever effectively disciple, I think, as far as I recall. So yeah, pretty cool skin, like the reference. Like, I'm super happy. It is premium. It is on the Battle Pass track. Generally, I feel this Battle Pass is pretty solid in terms of what it has in, and with it having the credits, I feel that that's taking a step in the right direction. Still be great if there was premium currency going towards you buying Battle Passes in future. Still have a few issues with the heroes, but feel that like there's cool stuff in here. It's a step forward. Okie dokie. So we have Zarya holding her cannon up with a look of yep, doing some serious work there, flexing a little bit, happy with her cannon.
Lure me out. I dare you.
Okay, we've got a Demon King Mask, we've got Woodblock Fox, Woodblock going with the Amaterasu theme. Bit of Genji in a fond reality. Oh, this is cool. Oh, breaching. Firing the cannon, spinning the spear. Oh, Reese has some fun there. Tactical, little Zarya spray. Again, I love the art, love the drawing. Lovely of her looking in her different gear. Oh, I need to make sure we're going through these. So we have an Ash and Bob victory pose there. Sitting there. I need to make sure that as I'm going through the credits I haven't missed anything. Oh, right. Sorry, I've committed a crime. I've committed a crime against the free track. We have everyone's favourite Leek mascot. I actually have one of these as a toy, by the way. If anyone wants a Leek mascot toy, the giveaway is coming soon. He's having a good ponder. The ex-conjugator. he's having a good think. Yachi fighting. There you go. That's very Korean. Fighting! Reminds me of watching StarCraft back in the day. We've got Yachi Thonk. Okay, we've got Yachi's emoting in various ways. Strawberry Shortcake. Well, who doesn't like a bit of Strawberry Shortcake? I did cover this one. Okay, didn't miss them all. Adorno. That's Sombra's adornment on her Folklorica skin. Reinhardt. Flexing victorious. Yeah, cool. Solid. Symmetra Victory Praise. Oh. Photon Projector. So you're just generating a little lorb. Symmetra fans, are we happy? We have Pachiduri. Oh, durians. Oh, smelly fruit. So smelly. So smelly if they're good. Okay. Demon Queen dancing. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. Rikumaru. Okay, ramen cup. Sure. Free souvenir. Like, does anyone use souvenirs? They're a bit of a weird one to me, to be honest with you. Like, gun charms and stuff I get, but like, souvenirs. Query. Okay, I think we're actually almost... Ah, cool. Folklorica Sombra. I love the art in those. Who doesn't want a Lucky Cat? Lucky Cat with some credits. Wealth and Prosperity. By credits. Etc. Oh. We got Sombra browsing. It's kind of a riff on her like hacked emote. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's cool. If Sombra fans really want to browse. Mari friends. They're trying to get Leek mascot back into things. I'm not a fan. Does anyone like Leek mascot? Did anyone think, you know what I want in my life? Leek mascot. Okay, we're caught back up. My apologies for all of the free trackers and for all of the extra creditors where I didn't jump in and see all of these. I think we are good. I think we've seen everything with a little 2 next to it. Forgive me if I've missed anything. Okay, so we're back
Lure me out.
to being lured out. And finally, we've got Galactic Sigma. He's cool. I like it's interesting that they've got like the reflection on his body here. Like I've seen this kind of effect and thing done in other games, so it's cool to kind of see this kind of thing coming to Overwatch in terms of like the sort of reflective body things sort of changing in the middle. Yeah, I like him. Sort of very spacey themed, you know, in terms of a weird one for this battle pass, but kind of similar with Invisible Man, right? You have a few things that are a little bit out there. So yeah, cool. Feels epic for sure. Divine Kunai. Well, there we go. To go with Kiriko. Oh, very Kiss. But I mean, her entire outfit is very Kiss, right? You want to rock and roll all night and party every day? And her makeup is, of course, it's a Kiss skin. Let's be honest. This is Kiss. But it's cool. I can dig it. The art, like, again, always like the art team and the art and, you know, whoever internally drew this or whoever, you know, was contracted either way. Like, fantastic. Really, really cool. Amaterasu. Nice card. Nice card. And Onamori. Very nice. Not 100% sure on the reference here, to be honest with you.
Sometimes it's 6 shots, 1 kill.
Widowmaker, I feel that mood very, very strongly. I understand completely. Godside Cheese, these are like, you know, it's Chinese, like sort of Chinese gold, like prosperity around Chinese New Year for me, these kind of things. Oh, we got a Junkrat's Fire. Red Boy. Again, cool little bit of art. Oh. Oh, we got scrapped. Fun highlight intros. Yeah, that's cool for Hog. Hog fans getting in there. Okay, last, but by no means least, I do really, really like this, I'll be honest with you. This is Amaterasu Kiriko, so Japanese goddess of the sun. One of the, I think, the three sort of, the three most divine or the three special children of the Japanese sort of creator god. And with a couple of siblings, one Susanoo, who is, I think, the god of storms, and then the other is the god of the moon, and that is, come on brain, Tsukuyomi. That's it. There we go. So Amaterasu, known for sort of helping sort of tend, like, you know, the heavenly kingdom, is in theory a descendant of the imperial sort of line of emperors of Japan, and yeah, sort of very much revered in Shinto. So you can, in her customizations, see sort of the different variants. So you have Moon, you know, in case you fancy being a Tsukuyomi, and you can also have a look at Storms, effectively, the Storm God, the Susanoo one. So yeah, real awesome. Like, big fan of these. Very, very cool. She does have some voice lines, which I will share in a separate video. Maybe do a little short or something. But yeah, beautiful skin. Really, really cool looking. Cool lore behind this, and some cool additional new sort of highlight intros and things as we've seen as well. So yeah, really, really a fan of this. Cool mythic skin. I like it personally because of its tone and stuff, whereas I've not liked some of the other ones, but that's personal taste. Like, I can appreciate them as art and technical feats, and I know there'll be some taste, but like, you know, this is mine. Very, very cool. Love the sort of folklore and mythology behind this one as well. Amaterasu, by the way, most famous for having a real feud with her brother after their mum died. Really, her brother was a bit of a tearaway anyway, Susanoo, but he did some things to his sister after they kind of had an argument that I can't say on YouTube because they would get me demonetized very, very quickly. So if you're interested in Amaterasu's story and feud with her brother, she locked herself in a cave and other gods and goddesses tricked her out, but I will save that story for Lore of the Skins. There you go. That is the Season 3 Battle Pass. I think cool stuff in here. Just a quick note on why I'm doing it and things. As you said, you know, I've honestly, it's to me, there's a bit where you know, the games industry for certain free-to-play games is like this, and I need to have a think about my attitude around it. I also, outside of that, didn't appreciate the way in which Overwatch 2 has come out of the gate with a lot of its monetization. Some of it you can say is teething pains as the game has adopted to this model. Some of it has just felt very, very, you know, calculated. And there is a piece where not a massive fan of that. Not going to judge Overwatch 2, you know, for things that other games are doing, but if I don't like it, I don't like it. That said, this feels like it's a step in the right direction, and the content roadmap with that Loverwatch, of course, you know, a half-hour dating sim Overwatch experience coming out. I was saying, hey, Overwatch should do a visual novel. Overwatch should do a dating sim. I was in videos saying that about 4 or 5 years ago. So it was so primed for it in a way to deliver lore. So look, there's content coming out that I feel Blizzard's taking steps in the right direction with this. So I don't agree with everything. I'm not happy with everything, but I want to support the change in direction. So, and chat with you guys about some cool stuff. So that's why I'm here for this video. You got any questions, let me know in the comments below. I don't want to be hypocritical in this. I hope that explains some of my thinking right now. I may or may not do Battle Pass things specifically in future. There is a piece where if I want to talk about lore and culture behind all of the cool stuff that artists and designers and things make, and the narrative team do, it is kind of promoting the game and skins by default. So that's where I've been thinking mentally as to, you know, where I stand on it and how I feel about it. I feel a little bit more comfortable doing this given the steps that have been made forward towards making Overwatch 2's monetization a little bit more player and community friendly, if that makes sense. But let's see how things go. So if you like this video, throw a like and subscribe. Let me know, what do you think of the Battle Pass? Let me know your comments in the comments below about what you think about it. I'll be dropping some shorts and things as well. Check out my Antarctic Peninsula map tour that I did with speculations on lore. There's interesting additional context on May's story, as well as maybe the anomalies that were being discovered underneath Antarctica and what impact they might have on the Overwatch world. I have a bit of speculation, maybe incorrectly around an axe that's probably a reference to the thing. But that said, I could very much, it could happen. There could be an Omnium underneath the Antarctic. That's what I'm saying. Cheers for tuning in. I've been Hammy, and let me know how you're doing and what kind of stuff you'd like to see Overwatch 2-wise or other game-wise, Blizzard or otherwise, going forward. Take it easy.